Class for the Black Lagoon. Story by Mike Thaler. Pictures by Jared Lee. So the story's by, what's another name for that person?
Author.
The author, yes. And the pictures by, what's another name for this person?
The illustrator.
The illustrator, very good. Okay. Class from the Black Lagoon. Here we go. It's the first day of school. I have a new class coming in 1 hour. I heard they're really weird, and that they put their last 3 teachers into early retirement. She looks pretty nervous, doesn't she? I also heard that when the class gets to school, they all turn into horrible ghouls, and they emit odd odors and make strange sounds. Does that sound like anybody you go to school with?
Yeah. Yeah.
It smells weird. Yeah. Oh, welcome back. Look, they're changing from kids into monsters there. That's kind of scary. Okay. Some grow 2 noses so they can pick them at the same time. They love to scratch and sniff. I heard that some have orange hair, some have green hair, some have purple hair, and some have no hair. Has anybody here ever colored their hair before in kind of weird colors?
No. You have.
Oh. They're great at making horrible faces. They can roll their eyeballs back into their heads, so only the whites are showing. They can't see his pupils. And some can cover both their noses with their lips and wiggle their ears. They can wrap their bodies in and around their chairs so tightly that sometimes they have to be pried off with crowbars. Anybody, the word pride, anybody know what pride means?
Pulled.
Yeah, pulled, taken off. Yeah, you have to work real hard to separate them. One teacher said they tie themselves to their desks with their shoelaces. I guess it's a safety precaution. Tied up in their chair. I heard they eat crayons, chalk, and erasers. They drink ink, chew pencils, love to mumble, and tear paper into little bits. They also make spitballs the size of cannonballs. But the thing they're best at making is noise. Look at this guy, he's flying up in the air. They're all virtuosos with Velcro and drummers with pencil. They're virtuosos. Anybody have an idea what a virtuoso is?
Mm-hmm.
That means that they're usually it's a musical term. It has to do with them being really good at making music. People that are at the violinist, the best violinist in the world are known as virtuosos. Every part of their bodies is a musical instrument. Put it all together and you have a symphony orchestra. Look at this guy, he's making the fart sounds under his armpits. Oh goodness. Their other area of expertise is excuses. My grandma ate my homework. Has anybody here ever had their grandmother eat their homework?
No.
No? What do you think the real reason they probably didn't have their homework was?
They forgot. They didn't want to do it.
Or didn't want to do it. Yeah, that's probably more likely. We were late because the school bus was attacked by pirates. Look at that.
The dog's running in the cat.
Yeah. And they're always late when they come to school, but they only come when they have highly contagious diseases. Yeah, that's a good word. Anybody know what contagious means? Anybody have an idea?
It spreads.
Yeah, if it spreads around, it's easy to catch. So whenever one of you gets sick, it seems like all of you are sick. And when they're healthy, they stay home. Kids jumping on the couch. In class, they're always waving their hands in the air to go to the bathroom or to give silly answers like, "What's George Washington's last name?" Bridge! Yeah, George Washington Bridge. They do love to write. They write on their desks, they write on the walls, and they write on each other. The only thing they don't write on is their papers. These guys don't seem like very good students. If you were a teacher, would you want these guys to be in your classroom?
No.
No. How would you want your students to behave?
Like us.
Like you. How's that?
You're good.
Good. Pay attention and listen. Not make a bunch of noises. Instead of dotting their I's and crossing their T's, they cross their I's and dot their teeth. There are other things about school they love. Pestering teachers, cooking peers, and using the electric pencil sharpener. They call it Mr. Shred. Second graders are some of the most pencil sharpenless people I've ever come across. So, here you go. Peers, does anybody know what the word peers means?
Somebody your age.
Yep, somebody your own age or
It's in the same class.
Like yep, same social group. Anybody know another type? It's spelled different, but another kind of peers.
Oh,
What's that?
like the pier at the beach.
Like where boats come, it's spelled different. And he runs all day because they break their points on purpose just to use him over and over and over again. At the end of the day, I'll be standing waist deep in pencil shavings. Look at that. Oh my, it's almost 8 o'clock. I better check my survival kit. Helmet, hockey pads, earplugs. Well, I guess I'm ready. What do you think the class is going to be? Do you think it's going to be a bunch of monsters and stuff? What do you think?
I think they're going to be good.
You think they're going to be good? You don't think there's going to be a bunch of monsters and two-nosed booger-picking kids?
No.
No? Alright, let's see. Oh, here they come. Oh, look, here comes the shadow. Oh, are you sure? I don't know. That's a pretty scary-looking shadow. Wow, they're all cheery and clean, and each only has one nose. Here's an apple and some flowers, Miss Green. Well, thank you, class. You ever bring your teacher anything like apples or anything like that?
For Teacher's Appreciation Day.
For Teacher's Appreciation. Alright. The flowers were picked from the front of the school, and the apple had 16 bites out of it. But hey, no one's perfect. It's the thought that counts. Okay, now, you guys, I'm going to do a little story retelling, okay? You're going to take your piece of paper, fold it in half. We're going to cut it into 4 sections. You're going to start out, you're going to put, what is Mrs. Green worried about? And then you'll open it up and you'll write down what it is, and you can draw a little picture. And then you get to name some of the things Mrs. Green thought the students might do. And then you open up that tab and you can write those down there. And then you put, what do you think Mrs. Green thinks the students will look like? You'll open up your tab and you can rewrite that. And then at the end, the last part, you put what the students were actually like. Okay.